is the image of the invisible God, the invisible power, right? So, and it's really powers, you know, all the angels, they are depicted as so-called black men, man. Right? That's the truth. The Lord is bringing out the truth, and he bringing light in this dark system. You know, it's dark because those who are the children of the Most High, the kings of the earth, of the true kings, the true gods of the earth, okay, are being murdered, being killed with impunity, right? And nobody speaks the truth. Nobody speaks justice. Nobody speaks about equity, fairness, uprightness concerning these things, man. You know? That's why Yahweh Shah had to let us know, I know your works. I know your poverty. I know your tribulation. Because everybody else, they speak loftily concerning our oppression, man. They don't call it what it is, right? They lie. They bring up excuses. They dance around the truth, right? So it says, I am coming to the world that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in darkness, man. If you believe, you're not supposed to abide in darkness. You're not supposed to abide in darkness. You're supposed to abide in the truth, right? You're supposed to abide in the truth, which means what? You're not conforming to this world. You're in the spirit of mourning. You're mourning because of the things that's befalling your people, right? You're not content with. You're not content with wickedness, man. You're not content with the things that's going on. You're not content with the possibility of receiving some type of handout from the so-called white man, some briberies from the so-called white man. Okay? You're not content with receiving some bribery from the so-called white man. Okay? You need strength to come by the Most High. Okay? You're not trying to save your life, but you're losing it. You're losing it for the sake of your people, man. For the sake of truth, man. Yahweh Shai is the truth. Yahweh. The laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh is the truth. Okay, so you ready to lose your life for that thing. Like it says, I'm willing to die for this. Okay? So it says, and if any man hear my words and believe not, I judge him not, for I come not to judge the world, but to save the world. He that rejecteth me and receiveth not my words hath one that judgeth him. So the Yahweh sent him, man. And let's get that. Let's get what he's talking about right there, man. Yahweh already judged you long ago, man. Long ago. If you're not believing in Yahweh Shah, who the Lord has, who Yahweh has sent. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 18. And verse, we start at 18. And it says, I will raise them up a prophet from among the brethren, like unto thee. Okay? Like unto thee. Yahweh Shai was of the seed of David, right? And that's what the Lord has sent his angels back. He sent his angels to the churches to tell that truth, right? That he is the offspring of David, that he came in the flesh. That is what he sent the churches to reveal. And if he came in the flesh, he came as a so-called black man, right? He came as a so-called black man, right? So scripture says, I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And that's exactly what Yahweh Shai did. That's exactly what the man who they call Jesus did. Okay? He sent a prophet, Yahweh Shai, who the world calls Jesus, from among the brethren. They said, is this not Jesus? Okay, is this not Yahweh Shai? And we know his father, Joseph and Mary. So that's showing you that he came from among them, like from among their brethren, right? And it says, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. Most of the time, he was a lot of them. He had a lot of those people quiet. He had a lot of the Jews and a lot of the Pharisees, a lot of the Sadducees and the scribes. He had them all quiet. You know what I mean? He had everybody astonished at the words that he spoke. You know what I mean? He had doctors and lawyers and listening to his every word and astonished by his words. So it says what? He shall speak unto them all that I shall command him, and it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which I shall speak, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it. I will require it of him. You see, I will require it of him. So that's going into what Yahushua is saying right here. It says, he that rejecteth me and receiveth not my words have one that judgeth him. The word that I have spoken, the same shall judge him. The same shall judge him in the last day. It says, for I have spoken not of myself. He is not spoken of myself. So what is he saying that he's spoken? How he has spoken? He's spoken by the power of Yahweh. He gave him the words to say, just like he gave him the mission to carry out, which is what? To, hey, let there be light. Let there be a firmament. Let there be a beast in the waters. You see, let there be beast on the land. Right? It goes right back into that's Colossians chapter 1 right there. Yahushua creating the earth by the power of Yahweh that was given to him by Yahweh. Okay? So he says what? For I have not spoken of myself, but the Father which sent me. He gave me a commandment, what I should say and what I should speak. And I know that his commandment is life everlasting. It says, whatsoever I speak, therefore, even as the Father said unto me, so I speak. Gone. And that's just what it is. Ain't nothing to argue with that. So we go out here day in and day out, bringing this truth out, bringing this light out to our people in this dark system of oppression, man. We bring these things out. You know, because we're not gonna perish in these last days. The Most High is gonna lift us up in these last days, man. You know. Where some of our people think that we die day in and day out, you know. We hey man, you know, you heard what Zero said on there? He said that God got me. Do you believe that? So do you know that you're an Israelite? See, our people don't care, man. Our people are wicked, man. Wicked people, man. These are the same people. They don't have no judgment, man. The Most High gonna murder them off this land, man. You know, our people need to wake up, man. These are the ones that's getting murdered. These are the ones that's getting killed. These are the ones that don't have no businesses. These are the ones that that know no structure, man. They don't do nothing decently and in order. Our people are the ones that's like that. We're the ones who are sick. We're the ones who need the physician, man. Sitting up there listening to Zero talk about something. God got me, man. God don't got you, man. You sit up there smoking doing all types of drugs, getting your people to go on and do drugs and this, that, and the other. Hey, the Most High gonna destroy you, man. Just like that. Just like that. I lost my place. So yeah, let's go ahead and go in the Apocrypha. And them with the same people calling on God. Oh Lord, please help me. Help me. Hey man, he's not gonna hear you. He's not going to hear you. Because that's what his words say. Not because I say it. That's what his word says. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. And it says, in verse 2, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3 and verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there be no torment. It says, there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, and their going from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. So when you believe in the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, you believe in Yahushua, then you're going to be delivered. You're going to be saved. Okay? You're going to come out. You're going to come out on top every time. It says in John chapter 11, verse 25, Yahushua said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead. You see? We're going to be lifted up. How you doing, sister?
I just wanted to hear you.
Yeah. So I'm bringing out, what I'm bringing out is the truth of the scriptures, sister. The truth of the scriptures is something that blacks, the ones who have been oppressed the most, have not been given a true understanding behind what these scriptures truly mean. These scriptures are actually our history. Now, I know people say, well, King James was a white man. But you know what, sister? They don't even look and do research on that. King James was actually a black man. There was different King James. That's why they kind of, there's a misconception there. But the King James that got these two books translated by black Hebrew men, scholars, they got these books. Well, the books used to be together, but you know, the Catholic Church split them up. This is called the Apocrypha, but look, if you look there, it says King James Version, right? Okay, so these books were taken out because this book really gets raw and dirty on things that we as a people, you know, everything that's concerning black people, what they do, they cover it up, hide it, try to make it a mockery of us. Like they play these movies of us being in slavery. They play these movies, they put these movies out there about us being in slavery and being, you know, all types of, in servile positions, but they don't really give us the truth behind that, right? So the Bible actually gives you the truth and the reason behind that. Have you ever heard about blacks being the Israelites? You heard about it? What you think about that?
I mean, I can see it being true.
Okay.
I can see that being reasonable.
You know why they say that we are the Israelites? Do you know why these brothers that's out here in these last days, why they say that we are the Israelites?
Why?
Because of everything that we go through. Everything, our testimony. You know, when you go to court, there's a testimony, right? You have to give your testimony. You have to give your account of what happened. And that person that's against you, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm mad that they got up there. That kind of messed up my whole case. You know, don't the other lawyers say, oh, they got such and such up there now. Oh man, they got her up there. Now our case, now we got to see what plea we gonna take, what deal we gonna take. You see, when they get you up there and you giving your testimony, you know what I mean? Now picture like the movie Cinderella, right? So they have her tucked away, being beat down, destroyed. You know what I mean? Servile position day in and day out. Then what ends up happening? She finally get her chance, and now she got the slipper on. They like, man, we don't want her to see. You know, we that's my shoe. Put it on me. You know what I mean? It don't fit. None of it fit. It don't fit for none of y'all. So they even know even in their movies and whatnot that that movie lines up with what we truly are. You know what I'm saying? But she got her moment. We gonna have our moment too. And Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus, is gonna bring that thing. Let me read you this real quick, sister.
Okay.
So this is Wisdom of Solomon. This is Wisdom of Solomon. You know King Solomon, right? David's son, right? He was a king. So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as has afflicted him and made no account of his labors. What nation of people? What nation of people are being afflicted? What nation of people are being afflicted right now? Blacks, the Hispanics, the Native Americans. There's a lot of black people. You even look in Mexico as black people.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of they might look a certain way right now, but back in their history, it's a black man back there somewhere, right? So it says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such who has afflicted him. Don't we stand in the presence of our enemies, talking about the things that they have done to us? Malcolm X did it. Martin Luther King did it. We've been all standing up, you know, championing for, you know, the things that we went through, speaking up on those things, right? And all the other nations know these things too. But not only that, the Most High, he sees it, right? This is all prophecy that we're supposed to, before, we couldn't speak out against our enemies. What happened to the young brother that got killed, Emmett Till? You remember when Emmett Till got murdered? They were trying to find people to testify against those devils that killed him. You know, it was a bunch of men that was scared. They couldn't do it. They were scared. And I don't say that to shame them, but that's the way things were. They would get strung up on a tree. You got brothers that got strung up in a tree just trying to buy land and bring their people together. Those type of brothers and sisters was getting strung up in a tree when they was trying to get the people to come together and do what they were doing in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You ever heard of Black Wall Street? When they would do those things in Alabama and these very, very hard countries, towns and cities and states where we used to live, when the white people got wind of those things, they'll kill you on sight. So what more when these black men were like, man, well, I saw what happened, let me go. And then what? White men pull up, nah, you know, don't go testify. Don't go do that. But now what we doing, sister? We out there, you know, and now it's getting more nitty gritty. You got brothers out here with the Bible, with the truth, really letting you know who you are now. So it's going up higher and higher. Now what's happening? We the righteous man standing in great boldness before the face of our enemies. They see us.
Right.
Sometimes we out here going to bat, right here in front of them, right here talking to them, versing them back and forth, right? Because you know what? That's all prophecy. This is something that the Most High set up. So the book can't be a white man's book if this type of truth is coming out. Now, I want to kind of get into, and I don't want to keep you too long, but it's gonna take a little bit, you know, not too much though. This is Deuteronomy. This is you know about Moses, right? Okay, Moses, and if you want to sit, yeah, Moses brought the people of Israel out of Egypt. Now, our people say, well, Egyptians was black, you know, that's I see you got the eye right here, the eye of Horus, right? So I see you have that there. But I kind of want to get into something real quick. First, let me show you this. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 1. Now it says right here. Now this is the people of Israel, and 1:1. It says, now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, Benjamin, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher, and all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. Now, let's just keep going. It says, for Joseph was in Egypt already. Now, let's kind of think about this. Egyptians, what color are they?
They're like a darker color.
Back in the day, they were super dark.